Hey, it's ShawNshawN here, the artist behind ShawNshawN.co, and I do specials on eBay. Today I'm going to go to the gallery and start a painting. See you guys there. Alright, today we're going to paint an LA fire. So, when did this fire happen and which museum almost burned down? Alright, let's run through the colors. Quin blue, turquoise phthalo, ultramarine blue, titanium white, pearly red, dialorite yellow, Indian yellow, red oxide, primary yellow, and Mars black. Let's get this fire started. All right, another great trick, if you guys don't know, is when you get new paint, use this stuff. If you put Vaseline around the threads, you're gonna avoid that stick later with acrylic. So. Okay, so I missed a little bit, sorry guys. Now we got kind of a neutral gray. It's okay, it should be thicker, but it's kind of, I got too much water on there, so it's just going to dry out. I got a little bit of the green here, goes into this really dark black. I don't know if that reads right, because LA is very dry, so obviously maybe green doesn't work, but I need that contrast to this green from the highway, and then maybe green over here, so I have a nice triangle. Then I have the fire swirling out of here, so this needs to be a lot brighter than what it is right now. As well, I gotta add some cars in here and the poles to this sign, obviously, and fix this sign. So hopefully it works out. We'll see you in the next layer. All right, so we're back, and I finish out the highway. I gotta make the second hill here. It's by the fire here, and we'll see how it goes.
So during the Getty fire, there was a fire really close to the museum, actually at the bottom of the hill, but the building is built for one of the burst. It's known to have fires in the LA area. Okay, so that lady's on the phone. So basically, the Getty Museum has a huge million tank water reserve under the garage, and so that pumps up and hits all the irrigation around the property, as well as obviously they have to feed the inside of the building if it gets inside the building. The walls are built of travertine, so it's pretty fire resistant, and there's fire resistant material all over the roof, and they have oak trees over the whole property, so most of the canopy is pretty high up, so there's no ground brush to really work with for the fire. And they use acacia shrubs, which is pretty fire resistant and hold a lot of water within its own plants. So that's basically what happened. The fire got close to the museum, but didn't actually reach it. But as you'll see in the painting, the fire images of the Getty fire are really exaggerated. The whole other side of the highway burned down, basically. All right, we just finished the painting. Let me zoom in here. So as you can see the Getty sign, which is really close to this, really just up the hill on this side. If you go up that hill, literally Getty is there. I added in the highway strikes. I decided to take out the cars. I don't think it adds much, and I'm probably not good at painting cars. But I thought it was kind of cool just to do it without the cars as well. Gives it kind of that lonely highway look, which you really don't get in LA. But at one point they did block the highway when it got too dangerous to drive down this. I drove right before, maybe a half an hour before this got this big. I drove past this very sign, so it was really interesting. I've been camping and there was fires in the background, and then literally the night before this broke out, and then I was driving past and I started, sending out texts like, oh my God, the fire's starting right next to the highway, right? And then, like maybe 2 hours later, this photo was taken. So that's just way more extreme, obviously. But even an hour before, when this fire was much smaller, maybe only a quarter of this size, you already couldn't breathe. And this was with the recycling on. It was just crazy bad smog pollution, natural smog from forest fire. But yeah, it was a pretty interesting sight to see a major fire right off the freeway. It just seems so out of control and really bizarre in the middle of the city. It just, you don't expect it. I grew up in Chicago and they have the Great Chicago Fire, but that was like 1905, right? It's like, when have you ever heard of a city burning down, right? But yeah, in California, it's quite frequent because it's very dry and we go through seasons of drought. So it can be pretty brutal. And yeah, there's some really crazy fires out here. All right, hope you like it. If you want to subscribe below. And I'll see you in the next video.